Torah Od, Vayigash, page 88, second column. We just started this part that because we got off in discussion, but la'asud lavai, like he said, we explained that now Yehuda comes to Yosef. La'asud lavai Yosef is going to come to Yehuda because it's the higher level then. So he said, based on all this, when you have a chuppah, the Sheva brachas, the last bracha says, very soon Hashem should be made heard in the cities, and then we conclude the bracha, Baruch Atah Hashem, Mesameach Chasan im Hakala. Not Chasan v'Kala, the last bracha ends Mesameach Chasan im Hakala. Why is there a change in the text of the brachas? In the earlier bracha we say Baruch Atah Hashem Mesameach Chasan v'Chala, not im Hakala. Okay, so one means Chasan v'Kala means Chasan and Kala. The second one means Chasan with the Kala. So he says, why is that like that? They both should either be im Hakala or v'Kala. The Gam Tzarech Lahavim says, what does it mean Kol Chasan v'Kol Kala? What do you mean Kol Chasan v'Kol Kala? I mean, what do you mean? What does it mean? The earlier bracha, okay, it says Baruch Atah Hashem Mesameach Chasan v'Kala, refers to nowadays. Now, the last bracha says Meheira Yishama Ba'ar Yehuda. It will very soon be heard, meaning la'asud lavai. Mashakot v'makala koya la'asud. Hainu l'ach shekvar amar meheira yishama. Hainu bias hagel, when it speaks about the coming of Mashiach, then it says imakala. Okay, so he says lahavin tam mipnei ma'amar al la'asud dafke imakala. So why is it la'asud lavai? Do we say imakala, not chasan v'chala? There's Kedushin, Edison, and there's the Chuppah. Nowadays we do it all together. Right? But years ago it was 12 months earlier. Nowadays, until Mashiach comes, even though there was the chasana between Hashem and the Yidden by Matan Torah, but relatively speaking, it's only the Edison, the Kedushin. Like it says, Torah tzivalanu meisha meirasha, simply means inheritance. The Medrash says, read it mu'udasa. Okay? Engagement, the Kedusha. Ukameisha calls the b'yim chasanusi zamatan Torah. That's the edison. That's only the level of Kedusha. Why? Ki b'matan Torah avsha yagili panim b'panim. Even though there was a revelation by Matan Torah, like the pasuk says, Panim al panim dibar Hashem imachem. Hashem spoke face to face, but that's only chitzeni is bilvad be'iseh v'heter. That's all in the revealed part of Torah. In other words, Matan Torah was the revelation of chitzeni nigla the Torah, the external part of Torah, the revealed part of Torah. Ava pnim is HaTorah, but the inner levels of Torah, which is the pleasure, the godly pleasure. It wasn't revealed yet, and it remained only a superficial level from above. That's only the level of Edison. The relationship by Kedushin, they're not married yet, so they can't have intimacy. So it's not a pneumistic connection. It's only an external connection. Therefore, the tabas of Kedushin is round. In other words, he says like this. In marriage, in ruchniistic things, there's Eris and Kedushin, that's the makif level. There's no internal intimacy yet, because they're not married. There's only Arei Amakudashesli. So that's the level of makif. Therefore, how do we do Kedushin today? With a ring. Because a ring is makif. That's the minhag today, you do it with a ring. Shu'agol makif agabeyat. But la'asad is going to be the ultimate revelation. Like it says in the pasuk, Torah chadasha mi'iti teiti. It's going to be a new gilui of pnimis haTorah, which is ein ga'alyin. Ki oz yeh bechinas nisuin. Therefore, it's going to be the level of nisuin. Ki ber lechayisaycha ish niknas. Ki in nisuin is gamken achri shekvar baha'ar bechinas pnimis. So the Alter Rebbe says like this. Now, before Mehera Yishama, before La'asad Lavai, there's Misamer Chasan V'chala to do different individuals. Because it's only the external connection of Kedushin, of the ring, Makif. After Mehera Yishama, La'asad Lavai, then there's going to be Chasan Im Hakala. There's going to be the unity of Chasan V'kala, not as two separate entities, but one entity called Chasan V'kala. And it's known to be Be'ez HaGolus in the time of Golus. HaMalchus Mekabalas Erai Deizom. Now Malchus is, again, remember, we learned, now Malchus is the receiver from Zah. Female is receiver from the male. La'asad Lavi is going to be Eishes Chayel Ateres Baila. The man is going to be the receiving end from the woman. Because then the source of everything will be revealed, like we learned yesterday. So therefore the lower thing in source is higher. So he says, because like it says, in the crown that his mother gave him, that means his mother, female, is giving him the level of crown. And therefore Zah is giving it to Malchus. Shetia Malchus Ateres Baila. Malchus is going to be the crown over Zah, the male, which is the husband. Shetisala Yeshua Maila Hemenu. It's going to be much greater level. In other words, it's very simple. Now, in the world, even after Matan Torah, was only the revelation of Kedushin. Even though it says B'yom Chasanus Tizu Matan Torah, relatively speaking to what will be La'asad Lavai, it was only the Kedushin, a Makif level, meaning the Nigla, the Torah, the revealed part of Torah, the external part of Torah. That wasn't, Pnimis HaTorah wasn't revealed yet at Matan Torah. It was given, but it wasn't revealed yet. When will Pnimis HaTorah be revealed? When Mashiach comes, which is the ultimate level of Shabbos, right? Therefore, like it says, before Shabbos you taste the food of Shabbos. Before Shabbos you're supposed to taste all the foods of Shabbos. Brought down Shulchan Aruch, by the way. So he says that's why we start learning Chassidus now as a preparation for the ultimate revelation of Pnimius HaTorah, of the inner essence of Torah, which will be when Mashiach comes.
Why is it shared to Yosef?
Because again, it's Yosef now is Iker, now the Yosef is Zah, Yod is Malchus, like you said, right? So now Malchus gets him Zah. Zah is the giver, Malchus is the receiver. Male, female. Zah and Malchus is male and female, same concept. La'asad Lavai though is going to be Yosef coming to Yehuda, because Yehuda will be the primary thing, because that level of Malchus, Yudaz Melech, right, Malchus, that level will be the giver and Zoh will be the Mashpia. But like we explained yesterday, the body will sustain the Neshama.
And Kedushin?
The same thing, it's a much higher level.
So now...
Kedushin is only an external connection. That's why you say Mesamer, Chasan, V'chala.
Yosef?
Yes.
Yosef.
Yes.
In Kala,
that's the level of La'asad Lavai, the level of Yehuda. By the way, all the Mefarshim of the Gemara and everything, when the Gemara says the Sheva and Ksubas, the Gemara says all the Sheva brachas. So the Mefarshim and the Gemara and Shulchan Aruch discuss why is this Chasan V'kala, why is this Imakala. So now he's explaining up in Pnimis Inyanim. One's now and one's when Mashiach comes. This is the reason why Chazal say, Asidim tzadikim sheyem lifneim kodesh. The tzadikim, they're going to say before them kodesh, L'chein ata bizman hazeh tzad mesameh chosin v'chalo, she'akala mekabeles malchut, mekabeles ha'idei chosin muzah. So now it's chosin v'chalo, meaning the chosin gives to the kala. After the world will become elevated and the source of everything will be revealed, then it says, Misamer chosin imakala, shayidei hakala, umisamer chosin. In other words, the kala is going to make the chosin happy. Because the malchus will be revealed. And that's what it says. Okay, what do you mean lost in love? It says it will be kol chosin kol kala. Will be the voice of the chosin and the voice of the kala. It says now, he says ke'ata begolus. It says ne'lamti dumia. I became muted. I became silent. Ne'lamti dumia. I mean I became silent. So there is no voice. Like a mute that can't open his mouth. But therefore, what happens by kedushin? It's also a halachic aspect. When a guy gives a ring to the kala, and he says, she doesn't say a word. Why didn't she say, yes, I agree? She doesn't. In halacha, it says she's quiet. Why? Because now in Golus, Kala, the Knesset Yisrael, right, is silent. Now, what can we say? We're in Golus. So to speak, they shut our mouths for us. But, then will be Hashpah, don't be Kul Kala. Then will be the Hashpah from the Kala. Inyan, that all made, also we can understand why the Amida Shemona Esrei said quietly. It's such an important tefillah, we should say it loud. Kurak Bizmana says only now because Nukva Mekabel V'lei Mashpia. Because the woman is Mekabel, not the receiver. The Mekabel, the receiver is quiet, the giver talks. Aval also Shetasala, Lias Mashpia. Then the female will be like the male. Then it will be in the Shmonesi B'Kol Ram. Then the Shmonesi is going to be loud because again, then it's like you said, V'ya Kol Kala or be Kol Kala. So based on this whole inya of Yehuda and Yosef, now Zoh is greater. Loss of love in Malchus is greater. Explains the whole Shava Brachas. Bizman is that we say Mesamer Chosin V'Chala. And before loss of love, there's not going to be kol chosim and kol kala. Because nelamti dumia, now we're in Golus, we're silent. Loss of love, everything will be higher then. So then it's going to be at a much higher level.